Good morning, everyone. Just gonna quickly pop in my email and grab my Draw Everything June for today. Well, this one's this one's gonna be interesting. Hopefully, Twitch is okay with this one. Okay, move from clipboard. There's a little bit of movage going on here. Nevers are deemed to stretch, something I haven't done yet today. Oh my god, this piece is huge. There we go. Sorry about earlier, I forgot to switch screens when I went live. So how is everybody this morning? Alive? Alive is good. Alive is a start. Drive safe, Naf. See you later. I hope your problem is fixed. This is gonna be so much fun to draw. And Nef thinks he might have chipped a tooth. Alright, we're gonna start first with the stick, I think. That'll give us a point of reference. And that'll be on a separate layer. Yeah. That they probably should have put something a little stronger on her chest there. Something with a little bit more coverage, perhaps, like a t-shirt. There's, you know, because Twitch is always mad at people. I'm sorry, gentlemen, but we're just gonna have to do this because Twitch has some really weird rules, and if we leave that uncovered, they might actually give me a suspension. So unfortunately, I have to do that. Even though this is considered an art study, and it's a stock photo being used for art study, uh, Twitch has like this weird vendetta against VTubers. Like the slightest bit of anything wrong, and they will ban us for like a day or forever. The smaller ones, they really don't care about us. They will annihilate us if they can. It is always a fear that I have. It's strange because she's got like this split in her bangs, kind of like the way I split my bangs, even though all of her bangs are drawn back. You know what's funny? She is also already wearing something to hold those up. I get to do horns practice today. The only time I ever get to draw horns is whenever I draw one of my own characters. Nah! It's a good fear, but hopefully this works out. I got advice for depression that blew my mind, and that is to have red lines behind you. When those heavy days arrive, look at the red lines and think, I'm no longer past, I am here in the present. Yes! Also, good morning, Fantasy. How you doing? I hope you're okay. Sounds like you're finding some strength in your day. Face needs to be a bit longer. And now we try and figure this out. This is such an unusual pose. I wish they didn't have somebody with such a big chest doing this, because it's hard for me to see like the torso space down here. Like what I'm after when I do these things, when I do these studies, is to be able to see where the parts of the body are. So like we've got like an 8 thing going on with the shoulders here too, right? But this 8 is like folded in half like this. And I know the sternum's here somewhere. This is definitely where the thighs are. There's a lot of foreshortening happening in this one, and it may be a little bit too much too early on. Knitting and planning shenanigans for conquest, and talked with an old good teacher that I had honestly missed his classes. Nice. Yeah, having someone with this much of a chest do this for a stock photo makes it a little bit difficult for people who are unfamiliar with figuring out where the body parts are. Because it's this spot right in here where like the body starts to fold that I would want to see. So there's definitely like more of a thing to the rib cage here before it goes down into the waistline. And you've got your thigh bones, and then you've got your 8s for your kneecaps, and you've got your 8s for your ankle and heel. What, for the stock photo? You think it's intentional that they chose someone with really big boobs? I think it's this is the person they had with the legs to do this, because these digigrade legs are like really expensive. And if you make them yourself, they're also very difficult to make. You have to have lots of mechanical knowledge, working with metal and stuff. And you have to have the experience wearing them as well. I would think that Mewjuice would want a pair of these for her character. She wants to be a dragon. But I would think wearing something like this at Conquest, where there's a chance that it's going to be Mudodea and you would still be up to here in mud while walking on these, would be a bad idea. As for the, like, they did it on purpose because she's got big boobs and it's attractive to people, I don't think that's the case. There's another folded 8 right here. I like this thing with the 8s that I figured out. Yeah, it's not like they need people to buy their stock photos. So I don't think they would have done it on purpose for like sales reasons. Intentional out of the area covered up by a body parts there. So I have to really think about the body. Again, I don't think they put that much thought into it. It's just a stock photo, so they're like the primary point of the stock photo is the shape of like the legs versus the body. These are the kind of legs that you want, aren't they, for your dragon character? Or did you want something like much shorter? Also, good morning. You missed the part where I covered that because Twitch. I think this was just the person who owns the legs, and they offered to do the pose for a Darkest Dock. And she just happens to have very substantial assets. Oh, you were lurking? Okay. Well, thank you. I don't like go out of my way to look at the who's watching list. I want to move this a little bit. Like sometimes I'll take a peek at it to see who's lurking, but most of the time I don't bother with that. Let's see. I like to try to attach the bone structure to certain points on the circles. These are a little folded 8. So much foreshortening in this. I got my wish. Yesterday I was like, man, I hope they have more foreshortening. I've got the torso at the wrong angle. You can fix it. Yeah, yesterday I was saying that I wanted stuff with more foreshortening, so I guess I got my wish. There's a lot happening here. Look at the neck, shoulders, but then we've got, you can see part of the back. Again, it's the giant boba during the way. Because this right here is a critical part to see how all of this folds around in here. I'm doing these to learn, but I can't see the spot that I need to learn. This will be exciting when I figure it out. Let's just start over again here. We've got our neck hole. This one is going to take longer to do than yesterday's. I'm also trying to get the shape of the face right, which is hard to do, and is already wrong. Oops. And that was too far over. And this is more of a straight line. Okay. Back, shoulder. What are we doing here for the arm? This one is... right here. You see that? You can see a bit of the back of her torso right here. I'm gonna have to erase the booba cover because I'm an idiot and I drew that on the same layer. Let's just draw that on a different layer, like smart people. And then we can erase all of that. Oops. I'm gonna have to take some time to figure out what's happening here, because there's part of her back here. And gravity's dragging everything down, so not only does she have mighty assets, but she's also a bit chunky. Particularly around the midsection. So this right here is a bit of belly floof that is being pulled downwards by gravity. And that's why you're seeing some of her shirt back here, because her torso is really doing something weird right here. There's a lot of squish happening. She's lucky to have such nice long legs, though. Just very nice long thighs. I don't have any length in my legs. All of my length is in my torso. And I've been... Oh wait, I thought I'd been drawing on that on the wrong layer, but no. The sternum will be right in here somewhere. So our whole torso piece is actually super foreshortened. And then this is the waist sphere. Right here. So if this picture were from the side, we've got her her waist is doing this, and then she's folded over like this. And then this arm is coming backwards, so she's basically folded in half. Her spine is... That must be really hard on her back. It's like being bent over doing dishes at the counter. Tesla. Nuggies. We had to close up and turn on the AC today, even though it's not really cool because we have an air quality warning. That's probably why my voice is kind of fucked up. Until about noon, then we can turn off the AC again. It's only going to be 25 degrees today. Humidity's only at 59%. That's not too bad. But yeah, if you're wondering like why my voice is all kind of like it's because there's lots of smoke in the air, and so we've had to close up, and the air quality in the apartment isn't great either. But I don't want to turn the AC off until Sai gets up, because otherwise she'll just roast to death in her room. This is why the Japanese are like, oh, you're not using the room? Turn the AC off in that room. They're smart about it. They just have, like, mini units just all over their buildings. You can, like, control the AC in individual rooms. Like, oh, you're not using that room? Then you don't need to cool it. Just keep the door closed. They're smart. I forgot to post my link to Blue Sky today. Hold on. I gotta go do that. There. I'm a good streamer. One of the hardest things to draw is the human body for shortening. Just like, ugh, so hard. So, Mewjuice, like, how different were you planning for yours then? It's like just like a foot one, so it's basically just ends where her feet are, not like the full stilts. God, I would die if I had boobs this huge. I would just die. I already have back pain, man. I don't need any more. Still sketching phase. Her breasts are normal, bigger than normal, less is normal. What? I'm just saying I would die if I had boobs this huge. Like, she's wearing a very specialty supporting bra underneath that tank top already. Like, you can see what she's got on is quite strong, and then she's got something else underneath. She's got the bra, and then she's got something underneath the tank top that's bright pink that also seems to be specifically holding things up. I already think mine are too big, and they're quite small. Got like a divot in the shoulder. there. Now I can see what I'm doing. Yeah, foreshortening the human body is one of the hardest things you can probably do. I understand why, like, some artists, when they're learning how to draw, will actually draw, like, dancers and sometimes adult content just to learn the human form, because there's so many shapes going on, for lack of a better term. Or so many angles, you know. Actually, I could probably just erase this bit here. Like, I totally 100% understand. I'm gonna leave that in there so we can see what's happening. The whole point is to study these. We're not doing like full artworks from them. Yeah. Tesla wants attention. Yes, Nugget, I know. Collarbones. The arm has to come up a bit more. Makes me want to draw a Wendigo. I'm back from your first meeting. Oh my god, I haven't saved it yet. Tesla! Cute Nugget. Oh, I'm stiff today. I need to make sure I go for a walk. I didn't go for a walk the last 2 days and I've been bad. But it's been so hot and gross. Okay, Nugget's full. He goes to eat and then he doesn't eat. Oh, I can finally open my door and let the heat out of my room. Oh. I think this is pretty good. If I leave, like, the mechanical bits out, which I don't really need to put in. She's definitely got a tail going on, too. Pretty sure there's a tail right there. Or maybe that's just the strapping. Never mind, I think that's the strapping from the, It's in the perfect spot to be, like, a tail that's hidden by everything. The whole point of these is to study and not draw, like, a full artwork piece, but now I just want to, like, draw a Wendigo. something skeletal and creepy. Oh yeah, for those of you who don't know, Zeogrim, who I raid sometimes, is doing his subathon this afternoon. And I will probably be joining him for some Phasmophobia in the evening after my meeting. God, the air in here is so thick. I think for that much foreshortening, I think I've done pretty well. Hey! Cora, good morning. Thanks for the hydrate. Mathis? Oh, why does... Oh, my camera doesn't like it when I turn. Hi, Moomers. Come here, Fluffy man. Oh, my neck is broken. Hi. Ah, yes, time zone approved greetings to you, friend. Or I guess, frond. Gotta get used to that. I'm calling you guys the fronds now. Hi, Mummers. How's your bald patch doing? Licked off all your fur, did you? Hello, handsome. Yes. Let's see if I can get them purring for you guys. You wanna purr for everybody? Here we go. Oh, he's a jumpy boy. Cat time. Alright, big boy wants to go. Hi. You silly man. I am the tree. No, you're a frond. Hey, NB. How you doing? We've been struggling with lots of foreshortening and huge tracts of land. We had to cover it up. She has some great assets, and I was afraid that Twitch would be upset. I need to step away for a second. I'll be right back. Necromancer, if you need to chat, remember, you can message me anytime. You are Frond as well. Pretty much anyone who's here regularly, you know you can message me if you need to talk. If you just need an ear. I'll be right back. That sounded quite loud. They knocked over one of the dining chairs. Yep. And thus also... Ah! Thanks to the Hydrate Fantasy. They also knocked over the recycle that I had prepared to take down to the recycle room / garage. Which was, nice emote. Yep. So now I have to clean the floor because there's just like soda from the Coke Zero cans that weren't fully emptied. The cats are just full on burr mode. Oh, I got 2 bounce. Nice. This is why we have so many cat emotes, although strangely Tesla is like the long-term destruction where he'll like find something he likes to claw and he will just claw it forever. But the kittens are just like in full-on hyper mode right now. So now I've got to clean the floor. I'm apparently subbed to somebody with a whole bunch of mushroom themes. I don't remember following someone with a bunch of mushroom themes, but who knows anymore? I'm following so many people I don't even know who half of them are. I get rated places.
But yeah, I hear that noise and my face is just like a shocked squirrel. Oh, so this is mainly for Sai, but she already knows. I found a place in Ontario called Squirrel Depot. There's no road going there as far as I can tell. But there's a place called Squirrel Depot. It's actually not too far from the creepy farm. I don't know if Mewtwo saw the creepy farm from yesterday. I think we can delete the sync picture. Also, those things on the map that I thought were greenhouses, these ones, they're actually like little workshop buildings. Where is it? I think it was like another shot that I don't have in here. Hold on. To the listing. Also, I noticed something creepy about the kid's bedroom photo with like the Mario shit in it, which I also haven't shown on stream. These wedges. Typically, those wedges are used for certain activities. Why they're in the kid's bedroom, I don't want to know. Also, there's 2 of them. Now, it could be that they're for something else. It could be for leaning against and using as some form of weird chair. It looks like they might unfold, too. So it might be like one of those weird, like, modern industrial kind of like 70s deconstructed furniture weird shit. You're like reading books in bed. Yeah, they could be for like sitting up and using as some sort of like backrest, right? But typically they're used for something else. But yes, apparently there's more actual buildings on the farm, and yeah, they're actually kind of nice. You could turn them into tiny houses like straight off the bat, probably. They probably need a shit ton of work, but technically there's already how many bedrooms are in this listing? 4 bedrooms technically already. And then you could probably turn these 2 into tiny houses. So that's already like space for 6 people to live. And of course the attic, where I would probably live. Until we got like more tiny houses built. Thanks for the hydrate, Cora. House is tiny, yes. But like, that is more than enough space for me. That one building, either one of those buildings, I could put an entire house in there and I would be happy as a clam. And they're probably less creepy than the rest of the property, let's be honest. These are the most innocuous things that they have on the property. So, but it would be cool to like convert the barn into like an inn or something. It would be a pretty big venue actually. Completely strip the thing down and turn it into like an inn and tavern kind of deal. The buildings are already like 100 something years old too, I believe. It doesn't really say the age of the yeah, it doesn't say the age of the building, but I'm pretty sure they're probably close to 100 or more. I am very tempted to like write up a proper business proposal and send it off to someone in the Canadian government and be like, can we get funding for this? Like I'm really tempted. Like get us funding and give us permissions to build as we please as sort of like an experimental living area. Because like my brother is a big permaculture person, right? So I could get him to work on like orchards and food forests. Because the whole idea is to get a bunch of people together to help sustain each other, but also showcase and teach old crafts, which is something that is severely lacking in our society today. People don't know how to do things. You know, people don't know how stuff works or where food comes from. It's surprisingly terrifying that people don't know. That people just don't know things. You know, we could even have like a little tiny library somewhere that has like the old Dewey Decimal System instead of like a computer for looking things up, and you could teach kids about history of libraries. I have a friend who really loves books and libraries, and she's already used to rural farm life. What about you, Cora? What kind of fancy skills do you have? You're an American. We need to rescue you. Do you have any fancy skills? Oh wait, no, you're not an American. You're English. I keep forgetting. Well, I mean, Britain ain't doing great either. We need to rescue you as well. Let's be frank. Now, Queen Boo's Scottish, so you two are actually quite close to one another geographically. And Fantasy wants to be a bookbinder. She can work with the librarian. Sorry, my brain is like dead from trying to figure out the Cora's an honorary American. Well, after Brexit, you know, Brexit was fueled by racism. Let's be fair. Racism and misinformation. Never underestimate the enemy and their intelligence and their ability to manipulate us. People think that the right wing are like just stupid old people who don't know how to use technology, but then they got the tech bros with like billions of dollars on their side and all of the brains and none of the scruples. And I would not be surprised if it came out in like 30 years that the last election was like straight up hacked in some way. And that like 60% of the votes were entirely fake or whatever. I wouldn't be surprised at all. There's already some like weird shit with the statistics, and like I think it's Arizona where like the graphical distribution of voters is like they look at it and they're like, this isn't real. This breaks everything in statistics. Right, streamer mode didn't enable. Again. On my Discord. It's weird lately that that Discord is. I have to actually manually turn streamer mode on and off. It's very vexing. My eyebrow is really itchy for some reason. Oh, remember how like yesterday I was saying like I had a shower and I was like trying to get this horrible knot out of my hair? Well, yesterday after I let my hair down after stream. Hey, Perf. Oh, I'm sorry. I send hugs. Oh, the fronds. Give Perf hugs. Rather than an itchy eyeball. Oh god, I hate when my eyeballs are itchy. Technically, it's the inside of your eyelid that's itchy when your eyes are itchy, but yeah. Uh, but yeah, after yesterday, I let my hair down after my shower, and I discovered that my hair had turned curly, like thick, lazy ringlets. It was really weird. Like, my hair is normally pretty straight. You know, sometimes, depending on the humidity, like, it'll have, like, a little wave to it. You almost blacked out last night. From what, Perf? But when I took my hair out yesterday, it was like that. It was like these really thick. It's never done that before. I don't know why. It was very strange. Perf, are you all right? If you don't want to say in chat, you can just tell me privately. That's fine. You do me a concern. I have to take care of my fronds.
So I have this thing where if I laugh too hard, I get lightheaded. Last night, turned up to 11, I almost blacked out in a call with Dither. You're laughing too hard? Well, if you're gonna die, dying laughing is probably a way to go. At least you're happy in the end, right? But no, seriously, you're okay though. You're gonna be okay, right? It's funny. I had a dream last night where I fainted. Actually, I've never fainted in my life. I have been like faint, but like I straight up fainted last night in my dream. It was very strange. Vision went blurry in my ears. Everything out of the mouth was gibberish. Are you sure you didn't have a stroke? I would say go to the doctor, but you can't afford to, so... Like, Jesus Christ. That sounds more like a stroke than anything else. So he's triggered by laughing. I mean, when I have an asthma attack, things are kind of like that for me. Maybe it's you're just not getting enough oxygen. You make me nervous. Ich bin nervous. You take care of yourself, okay? I mean, generally, like, laughing's very good for you. It's good for your emotional health. You know, it releases endorphins and stuff. But if you, like, suffocate and die while doing it, it's probably not great. Yeah. Well, I mean, you're really heavy too, like I am. So it's possible that yeah, there might be a concern there. Like, how hard were you laughing those 3 to 6 seconds? Like, man. So brings a all new meaning to they die laughing. Crikey. You doing me concerned, perf. Dither is pretty funny. Everybody should go follow Dither down too. Okay, as long as you're gonna be fine. Hey, perf. Today's picture, she has some good assets. They're only blocked off because Twitch likes to take out VTubers for whatever reason. There's someone on Twitch staff who seems to just hate VTubers. And even though this is technically an artistic reference, an artistic study, I'm still concerned. You're too gay for this. Exactly. I knew you would appreciate it. But yeah, I knew you would appreciate it.
The guys in chat absolutely appreciate it too. My only issue with her assets is that they were in the way of me figuring out what was happening around her waist where the torso was folding. At the hips. That is my only problem. They're just so big. But I thought you would appreciate it. Who needs a waist when you have assets? Yes. But I needed to see. And her boobs are in the way. As someone who is not attracted to women, and like, they're just that peepo just wow, he got some airtime. Yeah, you don't know my type. Says the man who pointed them out first. But I'm getting better at the human figure necromancer. The longer you take to commission me, the better I get. Speaking of which, I'm probably going to be opening up like the photo replication commissions via Ko-fi. But they're pricey because they take a long time. I also did some more work on Vaughn's portrait. Still trying to figure it out. It's getting a lot closer. I think his eyes are too big again. You know that the practice that I do these, Necromancer? Victorian ice cream and the Queen of Ices sound kinda good. Want to make it. What? Necromancer, come on, as a bisexual woman, those are good assets. Yes. But when I say photo replication, Necromancer, I mean these. With Neff's help yesterday, I decided to up my price a little bit based on how much time I spend actually doing these and how much of my previous experience has built on doing these, and how every time I do one of these, I always learn a little bit more. Can neither confirm nor deny whether they are good assets. I don't know. Does your wife think they're good assets? Because as long as you agree with your wife, that's all that matters. Cucumber ice cream. Oh my god, Sai would hate that so much. She hates cucumbers. Perf confirms they are good assets. Indeed, I also think they are good assets. From an artistic perspective, from a perspective of somebody with boobs, they look to be very heavy. Very, very heavy. And back hurting. Fantasy, you should link that in fooding on the Discord. Absolutely link it in fooding. I love tasting history. That channel's great. I'm so glad that he didn't go back to Disney to be Prince Charming, and he decided to continue making YouTube videos. Because there was a time when he was considering taking his Disney job back and becoming Prince Charming again. Which, quite frankly, I think YouTube is the superior gig. Awesome. I'll watch that later for sure. I've been slowly going through like some of my saved playlists on YouTube because they're just so big that I have to separate them. So I have one that's cooking, but now I need to separate that into like Asian cuisine and desserts because and probably bread as well. Because they're just so many things on that playlist. All the things that I wanna cook. Yeah, yeah, me too. Yep. I've known people when I went to university in Windsor. My roommate, one of my roommates or housemates, she actually had a breast reduction because her boobs were just so big that she's like, they made my back hurt and they were causing me problems and I couldn't sleep properly, and like I had to have like a pillow held a certain way to be able to sleep and not wake up with a sore back in the morning. And to think, in America, they won't let women do that. Legally, morally, and for personal safety, I can neither confirm nor deny how wonderful those assets are. You see, my parents have an understanding with each other. Ship biscuits, clack clack. Yeah, that episode's pretty good. Um, my mom would buy a Playboy calendar for my dad every year for Christmas when we were still like buying each other gifts. That was just like the thing that she bought for him every year. Especially if they were redheads. Because she knows what he likes. Because he likes her. And she was a redhead. Well, she is a redhead. She's still here, mostly, as far as we can tell. There are no major updates on Mom yet. Other than yesterday, she was just, like, crying the whole time, and she tried to escape the hospital. Yeah. I'm gonna stay here and work. Because otherwise, like, I won't be able to work, and Twitch and the algorithms tend to punish you if you take too much time off, and I want to make this thing work. So here I am. I'm just accepting what fate and the universe brings at this point. She can talk to me through Discord calls when my brother is visiting, so she gets to still hear my voice. But yes, the photo replications I'm going to be uploading to my Ko-fi commissions, or launching commissions to my Ko-fi. As a matter of fact, they're up now. But I warn you, they start at $350 US. You can in America, especially a reduction. If your doctor can make the claim that is medically necessary, you can get one that's covered by insurance. It's just having insurance is the issue. Well, not so much in Texas. Puma's tried to seek one out for a long time, I believe. Because Puma's like a double G or something, or bigger. Your friend bit into a ship's biscuit. Why would you do that? That's like biting into concrete. Rivy's doing his thing again at Sai's door. Yeah, that's like trying to eat a concrete puck. Like, why would you do that? You're supposed to soak them. This is the whole point. So they last longer, because they're dry AF, so nothing will live in them. Rivy? Hellfire stew. I don't know that one. My dragon pot pie is very easy to make into a stew. You just don't put it into the pastry. I also have one that's like a rock pot pie, like the mythical bird, the Rock. Not Dwayne the Rock Johnson, but a Rock. Might try to find a different mythical bird for that. Sorry, my eyes itchy too. And it's basically that recipe came about because a guest I was having at one of my Halloween parties was allergic to pepper in every form. So I had to design a version of the dragon pot pie that fit with the theme of like fantasy foods that didn't have any pepper in it. So I made a chicken pot pie that was savory. It had like more of an herby flavor, whereas the dragon pot pie is like a spicy beef. I was looking up like provisions for cottage businesses in Ontario that sell food, but apparently there's nothing for people who do freeze drying, because they're like, oh, freeze drying is an industrial thing, but there's now home freeze dryers, so it's no longer an industrial thing. So I think if I want to like make MRE pack kind of things for LARPers, I would have to maybe get some laws changed. It's a stew made with chips, biscuits, and some salted pork. Yeah. Share the video on fooding. That's what it's for. Also, like if you make anything from one of those videos, like link the video and then pictures of your food and then, you know, a review of like how you liked it. I used to have some cooking videos on my channel. Do freeze-dried Skittles count as MRE? Well, technically no. Because they're already like a pre-made food. I think those are okay in terms of like cottage production. Like there's rules on having like an industrial kitchen and stuff for food-based cottage industries. Like you still have to meet Ontario code for food production, but it's a little less stringent because it's not like on an industrial scale, and they have like a list of things. I will make it since it's from my fantasy bar, so everything on that menu I will eat first. Absolutely. Let's see. What's the sale of prepackaged low-risk food or hot beverages? Food premises that sell or offer for sale only hot beverages or prepackaged low-risk food items, or both, are exempt from the provision clauses 7.3b and c, parts 4 and 5, if the food premises uses single-service articles and any eating or drinking in the area premises not greater than 56 square meters in area. Low-risk prepackaged foods only. So here's the thing. In this case, what you're doing is you're opening the Skittles and then turning them into something else. So I'm not sure if that qualifies. Like I would really have to speak to somebody like on how what kinds of things that I would need to do for that. 'Cause like candy is pretty standard, right? I would love freeze-dried Skittles. I love Skittles. Okay. I try not to buy Skittles because I know
once I start eating them. It's like Reese's Pieces candies, the little like M&M shaped ones. Man, I was addicted to those for a while, and then they changed their recipe, and then they became so sweet that they were like painful to eat. But like, yeah, I because you're opening them and then processing them into something else, I think you still have to have like the clean kitchen facility kind of thing, which is why I can't do that kind of stuff here in my apartment, because I have cats and I have an open concept kitchen where I can't keep the cats separate, and I would have to clean all of my counters with disinfectant and have absolutely zero things on them. And not only that, the countertops in my kitchen are actually granite, and that's considered a porous material. So, like, it doesn't qualify as a sterile kitchen because it's porous. So no matter how much you clean it, it's still not clean enough for food safety standards. Do you mean I don't see the problem? You buy them and then you eat them all in one sitting, and you wish you bought 2 bags. Yeah. Well, necromancer, I'm fat. That's the problem. I'm fat and I don't want to be fatter. And I keep getting fatter despite the fact that I'm like, I'm going to eat healthy food. So I eat healthy food and I gain weight. Even though I'm like purposefully trying to eat healthy food but eat less of it. So you'd have to have a counter cover for the granite top of everything else. Probably. But, like, I have no way of keeping the cats out, and the cats would like to jump on the counter and stuff. Like, it would not pass inspection as, like, a place for doing anything other than maybe bread. Because, like, they have a list of cottage food industries. They even have definitions of, like, domestic hen. And they're like, domestic hen means a hen of the domestic chicken belonging to the species Gallus domesticus. And eggs means raw eggs in shell, ifs, in French. Equipment means any appliance, apparatus, or device that may be used in the operation or maintenance of a food premise, including vending machines, but does not include utensils or multi-service articles. And then there's definitions for farmer's market food vendor, farm products, food contact surface, food handler, which means I need to get, like, my food handler certification as well if I want to be able to sell anything food related. Yeah, sure, you can send it to me. I doubt I will agree with it in any form. I actually have a diet set up that is for people who need to lose weight rapidly for heart surgery. And it's funny because it actually includes, like, a half cup of ice cream for dessert, like, every night. And I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah, go ahead, share it with me. But last time I saw a dietitian, they're like, eat more carbs and more vegetables and don't eat any fat or meat whatsoever. And I'm like, bitch. It's like, yeah, you just want me to be hungry all the time, right? If I eat meat, I'm not hungry. If I eat any carbs, I'm hungry. And unfortunately, carbs are the only thing that's affordable. But, like, I want to get a freeze dryer so I can buy, like, huge quantities of avocado. and just freeze dry it because I really love avocados, but they're super expensive, and a lot of them get thrown out. So you can get them on the cheap pretty regularly, and they freeze dry pretty well, especially if you make guacamole and stuff. And freeze dry guacamole rehydrates extremely well. But my problem with avocados is I can never eat them fast enough whenever I buy them, because whenever I buy them, I usually buy like the little bulk pack, and then they get wasted, and then I feel bad. But if I freeze dry them, then I can keep them for like 3 years before they have to be used. Not like other freeze dried foods that last longer, because avocados are like they have lots of fat in them, like lots of natural fat, so they're actually really good for people who want to do like keto and carnivore. I have recipes for like a chocolate pudding that uses avocados, and I've made it before, and it's actually really good. Like, I like it more than most other chocolate puddings. And it has a higher fat content. It's made from vegetables, doesn't have any like weird questionable ingredients in it or flour or whatever. Merci. Soy. Well, I mean, I like tofu and edamame. That's pretty good. Low glycemic plan. Yeah, that's not too bad. The legumes I kind of disagree with, but for, oh, good. They're recommending good oils. Like, those oils are fine. Those are good. Yeah, I kind of disagree with the legumes kind of thing, but because they tend to be really high in carbohydrates. Beverages. It looks like the nutritional sciences are starting to catch up. Yeah, last time I went to a dietitian was like 2013 at the university. Oh my god, snacks? God. Eat once a day. 1 meal a day. Turkey meatballs. And a half cup of whole wheat or chickpea pasta. I would probably go with the chickpea if you're going to have anything. Kitchen sink stir fry. I'm going to be cooking later today chicken fricassee and beef enchiladas. Thanks for sharing that with me, though. Yeah, I have some chicken and some beef I have to use up in the fridge, like, pronto. I don't want to waste them. One of my porks already went off. I had a little bag of ground pork, and it went off. I had to throw it out. I feel bad. So, I'm making beef enchiladas, and those will last me 2 days. And the chicken fricassee will probably last me another 2 days. Maybe even 3, depending. And then I'll probably turn the leftover chicken bones into more chicken stock to make more chicken fricassee. Due to household issues. Well, good luck with it. We both need to lose weight, so let's try together. It's a little bit easier when people are together on things. I believe in people supporting one another. Yeah. If we ever do get the LARP City thing running, Tag said that she wants to run a bakery. I asked her if whatever job, like if she could do anything, what would it be? And she's like, probably open like a bakery / cafe or be a musician.
Well, musician work isn't very guaranteed, right? But we have a second bard. She's a great singer too. So absolutely, we have a second bard, and we have someone who wants to do like a bakery kind of deal. So we would have to have food production facilities. Plus, like if we wanted to have like a tavern / inn thing, again, there would have to be food production facilities there. 100%. So, like, we already have the tavern bar, the bakery cafe, and then, like, the MRE food production place. It's like a 3-in-1 business together already. I am seriously considering, like 98% at this point, writing up a business proposal and submitting it to someone in the government. Be like, hey, can we get your help with this? Because all of us are really poor because we're millennials and we can't get our feet on the ground for whatever reason. And I know all of these other people with all of these beautiful, amazing skills that would be a great asset to the Canadian economy. And we're providing, like, education, tourism, and entertainment, all to, like, just between northern and southern Ontario, where we need more people. And, like, this property's been vacant for almost 2 years. Like, if you could help us with this. I could have tried to lose weight in 3 months with an 800-calorie plan or meal replacement shakes. I chose to try it through a dietitian's help instead because no. Yeah, no, that doesn't seem right. There is nothing to lose. That is true, Necromancer. And the house is already there, and it's already livable. So, like, just plonk ourselves in there, move in, right? And if the appliances come with the house, even better. Because then we don't have to buy appliances either. My biggest concern is that the heating for that place is done by oil. And I'm like, you want $800,000 for a property that's heated by oil? Yeah. Definitely want to get some solar panels up for sure. Sorry, I haven't been doing much. Let's switch back to the Adorka stock thing, because that's what we're labeled for. Oh yeah, Perf, you missed the part where I explained these green streaks. I took my hair down yesterday after stream, because I had a really bad knot in it, so I had a shower before stream, and I spent like 45 minutes trying to brush the knot out of my hair in the shower. And I was using like conditioner and detangler spray and everything, and it still wouldn't come out. And when I took my hair down, it turned out that my hair had turned into these like really loose ringlets. Like normally it's straight as an iron rod, right? And then when it gets really humid, it tends to like just get a little bit of a wave. But yesterday it was like these loose, lazy ringlets, and I was like, what the fuck? If I wanted surgical weight loss, that would have been what I had to do. I don't want surgery yet. No, surgery's dangerous. Don't do it if you don't have to. I'm giving myself a year with medical help, at least before I go to that. Absolutely, and I know you can do it. Calorie restriction diets, I find it's just easier to fast, because otherwise you're just hungry all the time. And then your whole life becomes about thinking about your next meal. If I just do a 5-day fast, I'm like, Yeah, by day 3, I have a couple of cravings, and I'm starting to have weird food dreams, but, like, it's fine. You're allowed to have things like element or electrolyte drinks, or just, like, water with salt in it, or black tea, or black coffee. It was like when you curl a ribbon. Yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe it was something to that effect, because, like, I broke bristles off of my brush trying to get those knots out. I have never had that problem before. My hair's got kind of like this weird crunchy styrofoam texture to it. I hate the water in Kitchener, man. It's so bad. And it feels like it's only getting more mineral intense the longer I live here. When I came back from Germany last year, my hair was so soft and silky. Like, ooh. It was like butter. But it was clean, and it flowed kind of like my hair does on my avatar. But, like, 2 weeks after I got back and was using the water here again, my hair was just destroyed. Well, thanks for coming by. It was nice to have you. I hope you feel better later. We'll probably be done by the time you get back, so. But go safely. Have a good appointment. Good luck with your diet stuff. You know, I'm here every morning on the weekdays. The cats are just hanging out. River and Velcro have this thing where they like to put their paws forward on things, and they just like sit there with their paws forward and just dangling, and it's really cute. That's what Rivy's doing in the hallway right now. At least I think it's Rivy. No, it's Velcro. He's being a handsome boy. I have a headache. To take Advil or not to take Advil, that is the question. I think there's a pressure change coming. Which is not surprising because it's supposed to rain. Oh, I forgot I connected my Ko-fi to my Twitch, and it says that I'm streaming. I forget. I didn't know that it did that. Ooh. Earthing. Oh, those are cute. Purple Khajiit. That dragon is adorable. I love the prismatic hair. That makes me happy. Prismatic hair and then space hair. Dude. All these whammons and their giant boobas. I chose hard mode, and I decided to be a guy. Both the purple Khajiits? I like the sporkles. You know me, I like glitter. The second one is very much already my hairstyle. Like, the part's even in the right spot.
The hair is different on the second kitty. I definitely like the second dragon more. She's prettier. She's got like glitter and iridescence. And the gold is nicer. The other one is a bit lion colored. Like Simba toned. I think the color on the other one is better than the second one. I like the hair on the first one too. I think it's the skin color on the first one, on the first dragon, that I'm not fond of. I definitely like the second dragon better for sure. Just a different preset style choice. Yeah. I definitely like the second dragon better. The first dragon is also looks like they're in the dark right now. So maybe I'm not getting the full effect. But I definitely like the second dragon better. There's more rainbow. you know me, and I like Rainbow Bright. Mathis, hello? He's here, he's down here. Just staring at me. Yeah, I think seeing that little bit of her backside popping up behind her arm really helped me figure out what was going on with the torso. I might clean this one up a little bit. I still have to post yesterday's as well. I'm trying to post it when we're on now. It's the gradients and the floofs that I'm proud of. Let me take a closer look. Oh, the gradients on the cats, you mean, right? Or... Nah! First one I posted is the one I'm working on now. You did the second one, the second dragon too, though, right? If it's a work in progress and the second dragon is done by comparison, then my opinion at this point is invalid. Because it's not fair to judge a whip against a finished version. It's like I'm painting a picture of my parents and I showed it to my brother and he's like, it's Uncanny Valley. And I'm like, yeah, it's because it's a work in progress. Once I start putting the details and things. Do you hear Mathis? Is it, buddy? Well, come up. Come on. You can jump up on my very, very sensitive thighs, Mathis. It's fine. He doesn't like jumping. He's getting old. He's an old man with arthritis now. Yeah, see, like, they're in the Uncanny Valley stage. Like, my mom's mouth is too wide. I haven't really done any fixing. I just slapped color in there.
But like this is an example of, you know, you give me a grainy digital picture and I replicate it into like one of my nice high quality paintings at 11 by 17 inches, and that's what you're paying a minimum of $350 for. Eventually, I would like to offer anime to semi-realism conversions. Those will probably be more because I'm doing it without references. This one of Vaughn is taking a long time, but I'd say that's an improvement. God, I hate looking at that one. Neff has redeemed a street. Welcome back, Neff. Oh yeah. How you doing, everybody? Street. Street with mom. I have Mathis in my arms. But yeah, those recolors look really good. Yeah. I like them. The cats are very fluffy and I love the purple. And the gradients are fantastic, by the way. I know that like painting and coloring for 3D models can actually be very difficult. As I have tried to make Vroid avatars before. I'm going to be bribing Sai with $50 of sushi for a new Vroid model. She says she doesn't know how to do the beads for the hair, but she's going to try. How was your appointment, Neff? And Fantasy, if I didn't say it, thank you for the hydrate. I'm gonna go check the air conditioning temperature because it still feels kind of hot in here. Velcro, my baby. Welcome back, Neff. I did say it earlier when you redeemed the street. Came home to a little chipmunk taking a nap on the cool shaded cement step. Nice. My dad has trained the chipmunk to climb up into his jeans pocket and take seeds out of his pocket. It's the cutest thing in the world. So, we didn't do any co-working yesterday. Do we want to do more co-working today, guys? Woke up yesterday morning and apparently burned tooth mistake. Yeah. Oh, you already got it fixed. Wow, that was fast. I guess it's just a little bit of enamel and UV light nowadays, so. It's basically a UV resin that they stick in your mouth.
Speaking of in the mouth, there's cat hair in my mouth. Do you grinding? Yeah. I don't know if I grind my teeth. I've never had any problems with my teeth though, so yeah, what's up with that? Like if it's been a month, it there must be something wrong with your disc. Like, bro, a doctor doing you dirty by not helping you out. Still long sharp canines. Mine are all worn down and flat because I've been grinding my teeth in my sleep since I was 12. I mean, I don't have vampire teeth or anything, but yeah, they've never really changed. Neff was actually just showing me a screenshot of some night guards he was looking at, and one of them was like $200. I was like, wow, they better make me breakfast in the morning for that price. Jesus Christ. Just close my teeth on a popsicle that's drinking. Yeah. Like 18, 21, 20, 18, 260. Yep. I had to have custom ones as I get very high clamping forces. I'll just spit out most Nightgarth very quickly. So I need custom ones to be stronger. This only lasts about a year. Perf perf! Not perf perf for Rias! God. Voice crack and everything. Guys, I've entered puberty. How you doing, Arias? And thank you. This is a redraw of this one, Arias. This one's from 2016. And we're redrawing this character with a bit more dynamic lighting. His name is Von Guillory. He's from my novel. Got out of a test. How did your test go? I hope it went well. Best of luck. Fish lips? Are you talking about the old one? The old one's bad in every way. His lips are a little bit too dark, actually. I don't know what you mean by fish lips, though. I'm trying to not make it look like he's wearing lipstick. A lumpfish. You get to see Crow. Nice. Tell her I said hi. Crow was asking me if I can do something for commission too, and I'm not sure I can actually do it. Like, I'd like to try, but also, like, I would rather do a commission that's gonna get me way more money than I would ask for that. And, like, I'm not even sure I can do what she's asking for, so... I hate it. Noses are so hard. Why are you so hard? My nose is so hard. Just a little crease, you know? Just the little creases around the nose. What's wrong with him wearing lipstick? Well, first of all, the lips were far too dark. This is the person who's painted nails. Of course, you get to throw ourselves on a roller coaster all day. Yes. Is it lunchtime yet? I was contemplating on putting you guys into like a work session and then going and making food, but it's only 11:21. There's a cat inside the cardboard tube. No! Fantasy's trying really hard to make me go across the canvas. Thanks for hiding, Fantasy. Let's add some color back into his skin. He's lost a lot of it since I started painting. And give him some life again. He is a living being. He needs blood vessels. Get a couple of BBQ pork bao. Oh. There's an ingredient that I'm looking for to make some bao, more authentic ones. And I just can't seem to find it, but it's like some kind of bean paste. There's this one channel that does these shorts with an AI voiceover, and I think it's the only like AI voice channel I will ever possibly even consider subscribing to because of the comments. People in my town think the only seasoning is salt and pepper. Until 12:30 so I can have them hot and not ruin the epoxy filling. Fair enough. So, you know what? I will wait to eat as well in solidarity with you. How about that? This is where part of my problem was. That's a lot better. Steal a bit of color from up here. Velcro. Boop. Yeah, well, people have snacks in the meantime. Just chew with your back teeth. Or was it one of your back teeth that they got chipped? Doing this without a reference is so hard. I'll never know. This is where you start to see all of your problems. Tiny adjustments. He looks to be about 17, 18-ish, doesn't he? Rather than a skinwalker who stole someone's body and then turned it into a wax mannequin. French descent, 17, 18-year-old male. You have to wait until 12:30 though. It's only an hour. You'll be fine. You'll be fine, Neff. Turn it back to normal. Flip it back again. I think his ear might be too small, actually. Insert screaming cat being. Ah! Oh, I think we're finally, like, getting close here. Still a problem with one of his eyes. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. It's just ever so slightly the position. Let's bring up some other Vaughn references that we painted in the past. Can't open that one. Can open this one. I was trying a different style. Try to mimic someone's style for this one. close this. And close that. Yeah, these are the same character. He's much younger in this one. His eyes are too high. So double checking the hair. There is one that I want to grab the reference from, but I must, I do believe that I have to close the art thing as well. So that you can't see it for a moment, because I don't think it's allowed on Twitch. It shows just a little too much. I think his hair is pretty consistent. And, you know, for bringing something into semi-realism, of course, some of the anime flair is going to be lost. Cat hair! Always in my mouth. You know, let's bring his, like, necklace. Let's bring his necklace. His necklace in. Hydrate and posture check, untrimmed and spines. Get a little bit of a streach in there, too. Free streach. He also has an earring that he likes to wear. Yes. Just that? Okay. It's just a simple, like, braided leather cord thing with some brass gold bead things on it. Men's jewelry. I don't know. I made shit up. That's what happened here. And it goes back behind the hoodie. Give it some color. something a little bit more accurate to the official artwork. A little bit too dark. I need my color selection wheel to be bigger. Oh, this is so much better than it was earlier. I'll have to go look at an actual hoodie, I think. References are important. They allow you to figure out things that you wouldn't normally. Drawing from the imagination is fine, but references. Oh, guys, this looks already like 1,000 times better. The skin is too gray on the neck. It's like he has no blood flow. This man isn't part of the undead flesh. Very much part of the alive flesh. I'm just shadowing in the wrong color. Let's change the shadow colors and see what happens. My eyes are starting to unfocus.
Fridays always seem to be a bit quiet. I think everybody's just tired from the week. You know, I think I'm gonna end it here for today. And, I don't know, maybe have a nap or something, and it feels like nap time, to be honest. I'm not even hungry. I just want to sleep. It's so stuffy, and... Thanks for the hydrant, Neff. And the street... Yeah. We're gonna raid CNOT, because I know Fantasy likes CNOT. We got pretty far today. I'll finish up the thing later and post it to Blue Sky along with yesterday's. Thank you. Enjoy your lunch when you can. You've only got 40 minutes to go. You're good. Go look at some unhinged real estate listings for half an hour and you'll be good. Come back to raid. Sorry, Necromancer. It's really quiet and I've kind of got a headache. So... I think weather's happening. Hey Ross, we're just raiding out to CNOT, so I will see you on Monday, Franz, for more practice with a Dorkstock. And yeah, thank you all for coming by. I've got headaches, so I need to go lie down actually. So I'm actually feeling really crummy in like the last 10 minutes. My eyes are unfocusing and shit. So yeah. I'll see you guys next time. We're off sailing to other waters. Say hello to CNOT for me. Bye bye.